natin matanong si Sir Mario Bautista.
Una sa lahat ng Brad, comeback vehicle for actually two members of the movie. Si Lovie, who has been gone since January, nakikita lang natin sa social media, posting her pagrampa in New York and elsewhere. At si Direct Mac, na matagal na nawala since TV5. Ngayon lang ulit nagka-project dito and we're glad that you're with Regal. So, Lovie, what have you been doing?
Right now po, I'm just...
since the last time that you did the one that got away with JMA, ang tagal mo nawala, di ba?
Yes. Ngayon po nag-focus po talaga ako sa movie na to, sa The Annulment. So, now that it's done, I'm actually open to doing another project with GMA. Actually, nag-meeting na po kami. And we'll see what's next. But this time, tinapos ko lang po talaga to because I really wanted to focus on this project po.
Direct Mac, ikaw, ang tagal mo rin nawala. So, how is it doing a movie with Regal, back with Regal?
Regal is family and mother is mother and Rosel is a dear friend. Nagsimula lang ito nang nasa bakasyon ako, tapos nag-message si Rosel at saka ako sa isa't isa. We met sa EDSA Siang, tapos sabi niya, let's do a project together. Tapos sabi ko, sige, anong gusto mo? Sabi niya, gusto ko Annulment. Ay, ang ganda! May kwento ka na? Wala. Halika mag-usap tayo kasi gusto ko yung topic. That started the ball rolling. That was 2 years ago. And then, the story developed. Unang sinulat ni Onay Sales. Then, I revised it. And then, Easy revised it. And then, I worked on it again. And Easy worked on it again until the final script came. And that's what we worked on.
Sa casting si Lovie, nakapendad si
From the very start. Nag-meet kami ni Lovie 2 years ago. And wala pang script, kwento ko pa lang sa kanya yung konsepto. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, let's do a film on how relationships end even when two people are truly in love with each other. And ang sabi ko sa kanya, sex plays a great part in adult relationships. And to be honest with you, the sex scenes are daring. Are you open? Tapos, after that, she read the script, then she talked to me and said, I like it, let's do it.
Buti na lang pumayag si Joem na makapag-sex.
Super naman.
Alam mo naman, parang dami-dami ko nang ginawa.
Of course! Pati kay Jay Cuenca.
I'll never forget that.
So, actually, what made you consent na gawin itong sexy scenes dito, Lovie? May shower scene pa kayo?
What made me... First...
Mukhang it's really hot, the love scenes.
Yes, we were talking about it earlier po, kasi yung mga love scenes na ginawa namin dito, it's not just for the heck of doing love scenes. Kumbaga, it's like different stages of a relationship. Parang naging simbolo siya sa kung anong level ng relationship nila as a couple. So, meron dyan yung honeymoon stage, meron dyan sila na habang magkagalit sila sa isa't isa, meron dyan yung different stages. So, it's just, the fact na kinailangan talaga siya sa pelikula is what actually not only made us say yes, but also because it's Direct Mac who's doing the love scenes. Talagang very cinematic, very beautiful. Siyempre, it was... Si Direk kasi is very different yung attack niya pagka sa mga ganitong klaseng mga eksena. But when we watched it, talagang it was just so beautiful. So, binigay talaga namin yung full trust namin kay Direk. Because first of all, he has like this really good reputation as a director. And we all know that. I've worked with Direk a long time ago, pero sa teleserye, and it's short lang yun. And just to be given the opportunity to work with him sa isang buong pelikula is just really an honor for me and for all of us, I believe, because it's like, wala, I mean, like he's been here in the industry and he's like one of the sought. Everyone looks up to him, so I'm just so happy. Kinilig na.
Parang you're comfortable with Joem. Parang relax ka sa kanya. How is it?
Yes, kasi ilang beses na po kami magkatrabaho. So, this one's like a whole different level lang po of maturity, I feel. So, yeah, we're very relaxed. Yeah.
kapit-bahay kami.
Magkapit-bahay kami
So,
before.
stories for each other.
Yeah.
Timing lang din po talaga siguro yung Annulment na talagang ready na kami to tackle yung gantong kabigat and lalim when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a couple. So, sobrang saya lang namin na nandito kami sa stage na to and yun, sabay kami na yung sa career when it comes to acting, yung maturity namin as actors and maturity namin as a off-cam maturity namin as a person. Yeah, happy kami together and talk about it.
Direct, nagbago ka na. Bakit Mac-actor na ginagamit mo at humaba na?
Kasi hindi na ako nagagalit sa set. Kalmadong-kalmado na ako ngayon.
Nagbago ka na nga talaga.
Cool na cool ako, tsaka ayoko na magpuyat.
Oo.
Lagi kaming maaga natatapos. Ang rule namin, we start early. Between 8 to 8:30, I start rolling. Before 12, we're done. Usually 10:30 to 11 hours. Nang walang naiiwan, nang everything done.
Oo.
It's planning eh. If it's planned well, and ang supervising producer na si Manny really takes care of everything eh.
Wow.
Hindi lang administrative. Manny called me up after watching My Camp last night, and then he told me his reaction to the movie, how happy he was upon seeing the movie. Then sorry Manny, chichismis kita. Then I told Manny, I couldn't have done it without you because Manny is a very good creative partner. He knows how to push the right button sa akin eh. So we never discuss ng mahaba. We never argue. Pag may sinasabi siya, I immediately see the point and I agree. Pag may sinasabi ako, he always says, gets ko direct. So kaya mabilis, match na match kaming dalawa. It's always a joy working with Manny. At marami kami nagawang masaya kami pareho.
So, this is the study of a relationship, how it starts and how it crumbles.
Yes, it's a study of humanity. It's a study of perspectives. And it's a study of ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng love at commitment. Ang commitment at expectation, hindi magbabago yan pag kinasal na kami. Bakit may obligasyon? Ang commitment ba dapat may kondisyon? At gaano kalaki ang papel ng masarap at mahusay na sex para mapanatili ang isang relasyon? Because when you marry young and it's out of passion, you do everything to please each other. And sometimes, pleasing each other in the flesh helps. Men, small differences. Pero paano pag malaking differences na? Kaya pa ba nitong hugutin?
Hindi na ma-repair.
Oo, kaya ba niyang patsihin? Is the beauty of good physical relationship always equal to the beauty of what a relationship should be? So may ganon, lalo na pagbata. Siguro pag nasa 50s at 60s, ibang perspective naman. Pero sa edad nila, malaking bagay ang physical relationship sa emotional commitment eh. So isa yon sa malaking aspeto. That's why the scenes are very daring. Some scenes are romanticized cinematically. Pero some scenes, we purposely shot it ng awkward.
Oh.
Yung awkward ang posisyon, awkward ang kwan, because that's how it goes. And some,
That's in where they were hurting each other.
that's forced sex.
Ah.
That's forced sex. Nag-aaway sila, ayaw ni girl, sabi ni guy, asawa kita, may obligasyon ka sa akin. So it's almost marital rape. So instead of marital rape, I'll give it to you. This is what you want, I'll give it to you. You had fun? Good. At the end of the scene, sasabihin ko na, at the end of the scene, after really good rough sex, Lobby says, nag-enjoy ka? Sabi ni Joem, oo, salamat. Sabi ni Lobby, sex lang yun, pareho natin kailangan. Sa baba ako matutulog.
Well, good luck. Sana maka-Arthur Pin kayo.
Sana. May ganon, di ba? Yung we try, some portions are cinematically made, some portions are still cinematic, but we try to make it raw. You will hear some things while they're doing the love scenes that you only hear in the bedroom. Pero dito nilabas namin because it's real. Kaya nag-fake sila. Pero yung ginagawa namin, it was fun. Gusto ko lang i-share how open they are. Before I do a love scene, nilalatag ko sa kanila kung anong gagawin. Ito ang gagawin. Then I ask my assistant, the two of us do it. Whenever it is, on the bed, on the floor, in the shower, I block it so that they will see it. And then after everything, sasabihin ko, if you have any discomfort, tell me. And then they say, they tell me right away, direct ang ganda, hindi gagawin natin. So malinis ang usapan. Wala kaming, sabi ko, I will never do anything that my actors will not agree to. So dapat lahat tayo nag-agree. Lahat, to the smallest kiss, to the smallest gapang ng kamay papunta sa nipple, to the smallest pinch. Lahat yun pinag-uusapan namin.
Smallest gapang.
Si Laura, I saw you in Elise, you were very good. It was a short role pero magaling ka. So ano naman ang role dito ni Laura Direct and how is she?
Tell your role, tell your
Sige po. So yung role ko dito po is Trisha. Si Trisha po ay yung best friend ni Gary or Lovey. And very typical na best friend siguro. Very defensive. So kung ayaw niya yung lalaki, sinasabi niya talaga. Kung gusto niya yung lalaki, sinasabi niya talaga. So I think it's important kasi minsan sa relasyon, hindi lang yung problema, minsan hindi lang sa two people. Nakikialam kasi yung mga kaibigan, yung mga pamilya. So I think that's what Trisha served in this movie.
You're the voice of reason.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, how is she?
Ano ako pageant fanatic ako
Ay!
So syempre, di ba? Artista ko si Laura. Gusto ko siya, hindi ko pa siya nakakatrabaho, hindi ko siya kilala. I wanted her to win the night that she entered that Miss World Philippines. So I was happy to be working with her. So nag-uusap kami ni Manny. Sabi ko, Manny, kumusta si Laura? Bagong artista. Sabi niya, okay, direct, basta tutukan mo lang. So handang-handa akong tumutok. Eh yung unang eksena, she was doing it right. So ayoko makialam, baka ma-conscious. Yung susunod na eksena, she was doing it right. Halfway through the film, she was still doing it right. So ang tunto ko was just to watch. And he very mind, I didn't want to meddle kasi dahil baka ma-conscious at magbago ang atake. She's very good. Very good.
Congratulations, Laura.
Nakaka-pressure actually. Sobrang scared ako nun kasi syempre si Direk Mac and two people who've been in the industry for so long. So I actually memorized my lines all the time kasi syempre nakakatakot. I was scared to... I didn't want to be the reason that the movie was bad because I didn't want to bring down their movie. So I think that was my motivation. So I learned a lot.
Joem, it's nice to see you doing heterosexual sex again after mga batang pose and ano ayaw kasama kay Tony Labrusca, di ba? So, mukhang at home ka naman dito.
Paano ko masasagutin? I'm happy doing different roles. I'm happy doing challenging roles. Alam mo naman, syempre kapag nagkaka-age na tayo sa industriya, hindi ka naman pwede maging kampante ng mga teeny popper, with a pa-cute na pagwapalo. And I think nung nag-track naman ako nung time, kahit nung bata pa ako, nag-usap na with the character roles. And I'm just happy now, and I'm just I feel honored and grateful and blessed for Regal giving me the opportunity to be a lead. It's my first time doing this, and I guess parang lahat ng love scenes ko before, lahat ng daring scenes ko, parang nabigyan ng justification, justice ngayon, ng sagot, kasi lahat ng paghihirap ko, ito pala yung feeling na maging lead. Kumbaga, I'm just happy to be working with Direk Mac, with Lovey, with Laura, and with everyone, with Mother especially, giving me this opportunity, with Ma'am Lucelle, Direk Man, and everyone sa Regal. I'm just so happy na, alam niyo kasi sa panahon ngayon, ang hirap na dami ng artista. So, everyone is parang lahat bida na. And for me, sa sobrang tagal ko sa industriya at mabigyan ako ng pagkakataong ito, it's just really an honor and I'm very grateful for everyone and syempre for the press to be seeing this. Parang ano na to milestone for me kasi I'm just happy na binigyan na ako and I'm here, talking to each and every one of you as a lead na hindi na ako.
Well, it's about time na mabigyan kami.
Salamat po, I'm just happy. Thank you.
So, my best wishes for your movie. I cannot wait to see it and the treatment of the right mark na ginawa niyo dun sa material. I hope it will be a blockbuster.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Mario. Isa ba isa from Joseph at Ilano?
Hi, Joseph.
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Atelano from Quarry.net. My questions are for Ms. Lovie po, Mr. John, and Ms. Laura. If you were to find yourself in a bad marriage, would you try to save it at all costs, or would you quickly file for annulment? Why? I started with Ms. Lovie po first.
I would definitely try to save it. Of course, do my best to save the relationship. I kept saying this earlier, but when we enter a relationship and when we commit ourselves to someone, no one really wants it to end badly. We actually want to work things out. So hanggat sa kayang ipaglaban. Pero syempre, there are things that you can't fix. And if you feel like it's more of a no turning back situation, then I think iba na po yung usapan na gano'n.
Thank you. I have the same question for Mr. Joel.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yun, lagi din namin pinag-uusapan ni Lovie yun. Actually, during the shoot, lagi namin pinag-uusapan na napakalungkot yung tinatakay namin na parang at this moment na ginagawa namin yung mga scenes, baka may dalawang couple na pinagdadaanan yung mga ganitong klaseng eksena or ganitong klaseng na sitwasyon sa buhay nila. And syempre my answer would be, syempre coming from a very conservative country like the Philippines, syempre ang sagot natin dyan lagi is ipaglalaban natin na hanggang sa huli, kung hanggang sa kamatayan. Pero syempre sa panahon ng generation ngayon, nag-iiba na ang mga arguments, nag-iiba na yung mga tao, nag-iiba na yung values ng mga tao. And I guess, syempre paglalaban natin. Pero may mga things talaga na tama yung sinabi ni Lovie na hindi mo na ma-fix. At at the same time, kapag pinilit nyo, baka mas lalo kayong masaktan at mas lalo mawala yung respeto nyo para sa isa't isa. And I guess, doon na talaga nag-end up na siguro talagang kailangan yung choice to be annulled and to be separated. At I think, yun lang naman yung sinasabi din namin with the movies that after the annulment, hindi naman tapos ang buhay ng dalawang taong yun. I guess, yun yung gusto namin ipakita na may hope pa rin as an individual na hindi lang tungkol sa inyong dalawa yung mundo or yung relationship nyo. I guess, you really have to grow separately para mag-mature kayong dalawa and for you to fix or find yourself para maging okay kayo with each other in the future kung sakali makita kayo ulit.
Thank you. Same question for Ms. Laura.
Well, for me po, I think this movie, aside from entertaining you and aside from touching you, I think what it does also is it informs you. Because prior to, I guess, making this movie, I didn't know the extent of having an annulment. Like, we learned that to get an annulment, it's something like you have to claim that your spouse is mentally incapable, you have to claim that your spouse is an STD. So, sobrang lalim po, ang hirap talaga. You make all these accusations. So, I think it just reminds everyone that before you get married, dapat sure ka sa tao. You really have to realize that you're making a lifelong commitment and annulment should be the last resort.
Yeah.
Thank you. My last question for the three of you. Would you advise your loved ones trapped in a bad marriage to file for annulment quickly? Why?
Loved ones.
Yeah, kung meron yung loved ones na in a bad marriage, destructive, it's bad for each other, would you advise them to seek annulment and why?
I'll probably be the same as Trisha's character. If I see that a relationship is destructive, let's say abusive, and also, yeah, as long as you see like a really negative relationship, I would definitely not really advise. Probably give her a good talk about pros and cons of having or keeping the relationship. But yeah, kasi it's hard to see your loved ones go through something terrible, diba? So, hindi mo talaga may iwasan na bigyan ng advice na yung kaibigan mo o yung loved one mo na talagang kung hindi na tama yung nakikita mo, syempre, as a friend, posible na mabigyan ko rin siya ng ganong klase.
Thank you.
Bottom line.
Same question for Joy.
For me, siguro, syempre magbibigay ka ng advice. Kung paano ko sagot ito. For me, siguro advice ko, seek legal help or professionals na makakatulong sa'yo when it comes to those kind of yung sobrang bigat na namang nangyayari, kung abusive na, kung hindi na talaga nag-work yung relationship nyo. And I guess, yeah, ako yun lang ang masasabi ko. Nasabi na nilawin lahat. And ganun naman, as friends or as loved ones, siyempre sasamayan mo sila or dadamayan mo sila as yung process na mangyayari sa kanila. And mas, for me kasi kung mayroong mas nakakaalam kung ano yung dapat gawin for the advices and for anything else, siguro ko help na yun. Hindi ko na nasagot ka ng tama or hindi. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. Last question. Same question for Miss Laura.
Well, I guess I would say that annulment really should be a last resort. I would advise my friend to try to talk it out first. Do whatever you can so that you don't get annulled. Because at the end of the day, you married each other for a reason. So if you can go back to that reason and find whatever's left of it, then sana, things will be okay, whether you live together, whether you're separate. Basta last resort po yung annulment for me.
Thank you for answering my question.
Thank you, Sir Joseph. Next po. Sir Archie.
Good afternoon. Congratulations dito sa movie niyo. Ang question ko kay Direk Mac, dito sa The Annulment, gaano kalalim ang pagtalakay na ginawa mo sa annulment? Tinlakay ba dito mga proseso, at the same time yung legalities ng grounds for seeking annulment?
Tinalakay siya nang naayon sa estado ng dalawang characters ng pelikula, ayon sa age range nila, tapos sa point of view ng mga kaibigan niya at ng mga magulang. Pero nasa age range. Kasi kung magpapaanan 50 years old, ibang point of view rin yun. So hanggang dun sa perspective nila. Yes, na-discuss ang proseso. Yes, na-discuss ang may isang courtroom scene. Pero lahat yon serves as a background sa kung sino sila bilang tao. Kasi nag-uugat yan sa sino si Gary bilang si Gary at si Sherwin. What brought them together? And bakit yung tama yung sinabi ni Lore, bumalik kayo dun sa dahilan kung bakit kayo una nagpakasal. Bumalik sila pero yung dahilan na yun natabunan na ng mga pag-iba ng pananaw nila sa buhay 7 years after. Yun ang, may isang linya si Gary dito. Sabi ni Gary, akala ko na plano ko ang buhay ko. Sabi niya, naplano ko ang buhay ko. I focused on my studies. I graduated with honors. Land a job na sa field na passionate ako. Pero nakalimutan ko planuhin ang pag-aasawa. Kasi na-inlove ako at nalunod ako sa feeling. Masarap kasi ma-inlove. Nakalimutan niya planuhin. Ang nakalimutan nila na ang relationship hindi lang tungkol sa nararamdaman mo. Yun ang nasa sentro, pero marami pang iba. Ang ibang mga tao, napaplano nila ang ibang aspeto ng buhay nila, akala nila kontrolado nila. Ang nakalimutan nila, ang ibig sabihin ni Gary yung karakter niya, ang nakalimutan niya, hindi lang siya. Dalawa sila. At hindi pwedeng umaasa ka na magbabago. hindi ka magpapakasal dahil umaasa kang may magbabago. Magpapakasal ka dahil gusto mo yung nakikita mo, handa ka hanggang ending na gano'n. So hanggang sa ganung klaseng pagtalakay, yes. Yung proseso ng annulment, tinalakay siya kasi bahagi siya ng kwento eh. Pero hindi yun ang focus. Ang focus ay hindi tungkol sa legalidad. Ang focus ay hindi tungkol sa dalawang individuals na na-inlove at anong nangyayari sa kanila while going through an annulment process. Kasi yung buong pelikula is about nangyayari sa kanila habang may annulment.
Congratulations, John, konta ka na. Kasi itong last quarters, sunod yung pelikula mo, iba, puro makabida ka pa.
Thank you. Yes, very blessed po. I'm having a very blessed New Year ko. Again, thank you for siyempre nakapasok ng Kulyon. I'm having nakapasok ng Kulyon by Regal Japan and right about my Crisanto Aquino. Pero first thing first, unahin muna natin. For me, Cinema One, Utopia. Oh my God, dami ko nga pala ginawa. And I'm just happy na, yun, parang lahat nga ng pag-ihirap ko, nabigyan ng award na for me to be working. And thank you. Ganda na siya.
Ang tanong ko para sa mga sa kaso, no? Do you consider yourself a marrying kind?
If I'm married.
Yes.
Oh.
Kasi sabi nga ni Joel kanina, nag-evolve ang panahon ngayon at saka syempre yung iba, kontento na sa live-in at saka walang commitment, wala silang tao dito, walang komplikasyon. So, do you consider yourself as marrying kind?
Since you Joel. Ako po, I think marriage is only an option for me if you find the right person for you. I wouldn't want to get married just because society tells me to. Kasi parang at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be in the relationship and you're the one who's going to be living that life with that other person. So that's why I feel like you have to make the right choice before committing yourself to someone, not just because of like you're of age, like as if there's the right age for that. You can get married anytime you want, whether you're like 50 or 60. So I'd rather go through the search until 60 and find the right person than get married to the wrong person when I'm 30. So yeah. So only when you find the right person, then that's when it becomes an option.
Joel?
Yeah, I think naman everyone's the very, but for me, siguro yung tama din sinabi ni Nabi na, yeah, you just have to find the right person, despite of age, despite of time, di mo naman masasabi yun at mararamdaman mo lang naman talaga yun. And dapat lang talaga hindi ka ma-pressure, especially sa aming mga artist, sabi ko kay Lovie kanina, sa aming mga artista, sa aming mga celebrities, kasi nagiging platform ng social media when it comes to yung mga yung nagpo-propose, yung mga marriages, yung mga mock proposals. So parang nagiging pressure siya for everyone na parang gusto ko ganito, gusto ko maging ganito yung propose ko. And I think dapat hindi nila iniisip yun or dapat hindi nila kino-compare yung sarili nila sa mga ganung bagay. Dapat yung sarili mong time, sarili mo discard sa buhay kung ano yung gusto mong gawin when you want to marry na. And yun, wala naman tamang panahon. Tama naman lahat ng panahon para magpakasal. You just have to find the right person.
Dara.
Copy-paste po. Yung mga sagot nila. But yeah, I do agree with them. And you know, I think also what's wrong siguro with society is that especially for girls, you're sort of raised to believe that your wedding day and what you see on social media is supposed to be this spectacular event. Dapat maganda yung proposal, dapat maganda yung pictures and videos. When in reality, the only thing that matters is if you're in love with that person. So whether you have all those things or not, whether you can afford those things or not. Sometimes it comes down to money. But I think if you love the person, married or not married, then that's what should make you happy po.
Follow-up question. When do you feel that you are ready for A, marriage, to B, seeking annulment?
When am I ready for marriage po? Was it?
A, the first one is marriage, the second one is annulment.
Parang Q&A sa school. Okay. A, marriage. I guess when I find the right person that I can see myself growing old with, that I can see myself starting a family with, that I share the same values with. B, annulment. Sana po. I'll never be ready for it because it will never be an issue.
Thank you, candidate number 1. Okay, kay Joel naman.
Ano ko sasabihin dito? Yes, maghanap copy-paste na rin ako sa kanya. Pero B, for A, for marriage, yes, pag nakita mo yun, tama-tama, magiging ready na. And I guess, yes, B, annulment as much as possible. Gagawin ko pa rin yung best ko para safe at mag-work relationship and yung marriage kung sakaling mo ito. Yes.
Ako po, of course, I always say that if I find the right person, but I also feel I need to become the right person as well. So as an individual, I feel like dapat ma-accomplish ko muna yung gusto kong gawin as an individual. And then when I'm ready to share my life with someone and feeling ko nagawa ko na lahat ng gusto ko, yun, siguro then I'll be ready. Because I feel like mahirap kasi to share your life with someone na parang feeling mo nagkulang ka pa. Meron pa akong gustong gawin sa buhay ko, hindi pa ako buo. So yun siguro isa sa mga rason aside from finding the right person. And the second is, annulment. You know, the truth is, shooting this movie made me realize na sobrang hirap pala to keep a relationship going. Parang, as much as possible, ayaw mo talagang mauwi sa ganito yung ang isang relasyon. So, lahat naman tayo, I think we're all praying for the best, even for other people. I wouldn't wish for even my enemies to go through certain pain. So, as much as possible, sana hindi pagdaanan yung paghiwalay. Ano ba yan? No, breakdown ka na naman. Nag-breakdown kasi na si Joey during a love scene. Yes, just sharing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you po. Next naman po.
Ano pala yung showers ninyong dalawa? Kumusta naman kayo? Joel, kumusta may showers ninyong dalawa? Grabe yun
Sino ba?
Ilang take pa yun?
Hindi ko kinaya, sinabi na
Hindi nyo kanaya? O ikaw Lobby?
No, kasi po, nakakatawa kasi. That was probably our last love scene na po sa movie. So, parang kami ni Joy, nandun lang kami sa shower. And we're waiting for the cameras to roll and everything. Tapos, nakatayo lang po kami doon. And bigla na lang si Joy, out of nowhere, Lobby. So sabi ko, kaya mo yan. So, but it's just like, it's not because it's, I don't know, bakit ba?
Hindi ko din alam for the last scene, for the last love scene. Pero very hot kasi yung kinalabasan. So,
Oh, but I watched that part. I loved it.
ganda siya.
And I thank you.
Thank you.
Sobrang, kasi iba talaga pagka ginagawa mo, tapos nung pinanood namin.
awkward
Iba yung
Yeah, iba yung
kinalabasan.
kinalabasan.
I'm so happy. Nakakakilig nga eh. Hindi siya makatingin.
Talaga ako nahiya ako sa party.
Naiya ko siya.
Nahiyain ko siya.
Oh, mas mahihayin ka, di ba, Lobby?
Mas
Pero
mahihayin ako, pero-
pagdating sa screen, di ba? Iba yung Lobby kung mapapanood sa big screen. di ba?
Nahiyain talaga ako in real life. Pero, hindi lang mukha.
There's a question from Rose before we konti na lang para ma-interview natin yung cast.
Hello. Lovey, nung di ba nagpunta ka ng US, parang nag-aral ka din ng acting, right? So, na-apply mo ba siya? Na-apply mo na ba siya dito ngayon?
Yes, somehow na-apply ko po siya. I believe na parang marami naman po akong nauwi na natutunan ko from LA sa mga acting coach na nakasama ko. But also there's instinct. And I feel like, kasi when you react with your actors, it's not calculated. It's not supposed to be calculated. So parang, since I'm working with Direct Mac, who knows exactly what he wants for the scene, and yung co-actors ko ay very giving at ang dami kong nakukuha from them. So basically, it's more of taking something from my actors and from my co-actors and from my director. So of course, I did apply stuff that I learned, but the difference is, I feel, is when you instinctively react, that's when it comes out naturally and your heart and soul comes out truthfully. So it was more of that. Parang hindi na ako naging mindful masyado. Of course, I'm well aware when I read the script, but when I'm there, iba na yung instinct namin as actors.
Next question. After doing the annulment, ano yung naging impact sa'yo nung the whole movie? Natakot ka ba to enter marriage, or nabago ba yung mindset mo from before yung mga chika-chika natin?
Yes.
Dati? And same goes to Joem. Kasi yung long-term relationship, di ba? So ano yung naging impact sa'yo ng the annulment?
Naging impact po sa akin, of course, before I enter something, I have to make sure na sigurado kami sa isa't isa. And also, yeah, I want to make sure that I'm in love. Wow. I want to make sure I'm in love and have so much respect for that person so that hindi mauwi sa annulment or mauwi sa hiwalayan. Because going through this, sa pelikula pa lang, nasasaktan ako. And the fact that I do have friends who actually messaged to me and told me na, oh girl, ako yan bukas sa court hearing. Masakit yan para sa akin na pinagdadaanan yun ng isang kaibigan. So I wouldn't want to pray for that to happen. You know, I wouldn't pray for that even sa worst enemy ko. So, yeah.
Feeling mo ba hindi mo pa na-feel yung talagang na-in-love ka na talaga?
I don't know. I mean, how do I say this? Of course, I think I've been in love. Maybe I am in love. Wow. But, it's so...
Di ba pag in love ka, akala mo laking yun na yun?
Yun nga eh, ang hirap. Sagutan pa nagpapawis na mo muna. Kasi inom mo na. Anyway, yeah, I think naman when we enter a relationship, we always feel like we're in love. I think it's just a different level of love each time. We don't love the same way twice. That's the only difference, I feel.
Okay, Joem, ikaw.
Hindi ako naman tanong, pwede ba puro Korean stars na pag-usapan natin? Hindi, anong takeaway ko sa annulment? Kung natakot ba ako or na-inspire? Paano ba? Siya naman natakot ako na doon pa rin kasi ako sa stage na kung sa relationship na syempre masaya pa rin kami. Doon pa rin kami sa stage na yung may kilig pa rin, okay pa kami sa isa't isa. And natakot ako dumating doon sa point, lalo na doon sa tinatakalan ng movie na kapag nawala na yung love niyo for each other. So, doon ako natakot na paano nga, kung ako yun, paano ko gagawin? Kung magiging Sherwin ba ako? Or kung sa stage ko sa buhay doon sa time na yun, ano na yung level of maturity ko as a person, kung paano ko dedesisyonan yung mga bagay-bagay kapag nangyari. So, yun yung parang kinakatakot ko na parang this is the reality that I have to face sa hinaharap sa future ko na hindi natin may iwasan yung mga bagay na ganito. And I guess with the same sa takot ko, nagkaroon ako din ng hope na parang kung pwede mo pa siyang ipaglaban or kung mangyari man ang mangyayari ang mga hindi mo inaasahan, lalo na kung yung mag-aanal ka naman kayo, I guess, you really have to make it para sa inyong dalawa na magkaroon kayo ng respeto na titira para at least kung mangyari man nga yun, may hope pa rin kayo para sa isa't isa. Yung gusto din namin ipakita sa movie na hindi, at the end of the annulment, hindi pa rin siya yung ending ng mundo para sa inyong dalawa. Siguro ending talaga yung relationship niya, pero as an individual, siguro baka pwede pa kayo mag-rooming, baka in the near future, baka pwede pa kayo magsama. So, yun, hindi naman natin masasabi sa panahon. Yun lang ang thank you.
Yes. Ay, Laura.
Okay, and
Same question.
Okay na yata.
Akin na pa.
Okay. For last question is Jun Lalin, the famous Jun Lalin, Anything Goes.
Hi, hello. Yeah, I love you. Oh, hi, John. Anyways, Labi, I heard, pinamili ka ni Rosel ng magiging leading man. After talking, kinausap ka muna about the annulment, about tapos alam mo na yung mga istorya mo. Pinamili ka ng leading man, ang pinili mo si Joanne. Is it because nakita mo yung mga delikadong eksena, kilala mo, sanay ka na sa kanya. Kaya siya yung pinili mo. Kasi pang court nila to di ba? Tapos isang movie lang na hindi kayo nag-eksena, pero ilang beses na kayo nagsama.
Madaming beses na po kami nagsama ni Joanne. But, you know, ang sarap kasi maka-eksena ng isang magaling na actor. Wow. Because, no, but it's true though. Si Joanne kasi, I've worked with him a million times. And you know when someone has depth and who's sincere as an actor. And plus, aside from he's an amazing actor, he's also very good looking. Wow. And there's this certain appeal about him. And I believe a lot of girls are actually jealous of me right now because of the teaser that they showed. But it's not just me. Parang everyone talked about it and everyone agreed and picked him. It wasn't me. It was Direct Mac, it was Miss Lucelle, it was Mother, it was me, and we were all just like crazy about Joanne because we knew that he was a great actor. And watching the trailer pa lang I mean, I was dubbing the trailer and I was already so amazed. And I'm just so happy to be with him.
Pero yun nga, sa dami ng projects na pinagsamahan niyo, sobrang close na sa mga pagpuli mo sa kanya. Pero parang walang nangyaring something sa inyo, no? I mean, parang hindi kayo na-involved, hindi kayo na-link. Why?
Sarah, joke issue. Wala po. Ano lang kami, talagang we're really close friends kasi since...
Yeah, kasi nung nagsistart kami with, kay Tito Leo, kasi nung first film ni Lovey, with the panahon na with direct Paolo Migueluna, ang first partner ni Lovey would be, parang nagsistart lang din ako sa indie nun. So, yung mga first, work, and yeah, after that, naging friends, White House, and everything. So, paano, sabi ko sila, okay na, sabi ko, ayun, I'm just happy na we're working together na yung as friends, tapos nakikita namin yung sarili namin na nagmamature kami towards hindi lang sa work, kundi as a person, as ourselves. And I'm just happy na doing this kind of roles with her. Kasi komportable na kami sa isa't isa. Yun na, kaya nga yung sinasabi ni Direct Mac, sobrang we feel honored about it na tinext niya kami na nakita niya yung pelikula na sobrang galing yung dalawa. Sabi ko kasi yun, siguro maganda talaga yung tandem siguro namin tatlo na makakasama kami. Nagkakaintindihan kasi kami talaga tatlo ng Direct Mac and Lovey. And sobrang komportable kasi kami ni Lovey with each other. So, sobrang saya lang talaga.
The annulment, syempre, nakikita yung mga eksena nyo, yung gulo nyo bilang mag-asawa sa pelikula, di ba? Ito, isa rin sa reasons kung bakit, di ba, living ka with your girlfriend? Tama ba?
ba?
Oo. Oo.
Siya po.
So, ikaw. So, eto, kaya mas gusto mo rin yung live-in muna para makita nyo kung talagang okay kayo before kayo magpakasal.
Siguro yung chance na sa may pagkakataon na tumira kami mag-isama kasi talagang kailangan lang namin talaga yung panahon na yun. So may mga bagay kami na hindi namin maiwasan na kaya kailangan namin magsama ng dalawa at tumira sa isang bahay, sa isang condo. Pero for me, it depends on the couple kung gusto nila magsama or kung gusto nila magkahiwalay at nagkikita pa rin from time to time. So it depends pa rin sa couple kung ano yung dapat set up nila for each other. And I guess, yeah, minsan gano'n minsan kasi walang time, taping. So parang kahit magsama kayo sa bahay, minsan pag nag-work ako lagi, parang hindi kami magkasama. So we make the most out of kung anong time na meron kami, kahit magkasama kami or hindi kami magkasama.
Yeah, what about you, Love? Ano gusto mo set up? Magpakasal ka agad or mag-live-in? Kasi yung iba, sinasabi nila it's better mag-live-in para pag nakita nyo hindi talaga kayo swap, hindi kayo mahirapan kasi it's so hard din yung annulment, di ba? Filing pala, sobrang mahal lang, ang daming pinagdadaanan.
Actually, it really depends because depende po rin, like sabi po ni Joy, depende po yan sa couple. Ako, I'm very open-minded naman when it comes to these things because I do believe that it would be nice to actually learn a lot more about each other. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, there are other people who can be a bit more conventional and conservative, and that's okay too. It's not a problem. It's really a choice of the people around you too as well. Syempre, the people around you or the person you're with actually. So either way, it's good. You get benefit from both choices. So siguro yung when you live together, you know more about each other. And then if you don't live together, you get excited to start living together. So may benefit po yung dalawang situation. So either way is good for me po.
Ang bongga, talaga, pati the way na nag-i-English ka talagang very obvious na may laging Inglesero kang kausap lagi. Di ba na pag may love life abroad? Thank you, di ba na yan? And good luck sa the amount.
Okay, thank you very much guys. June, thank you for coming guys. Makasuportahan po November 13, the annulment from Regal Entertainment. Of course, the prime actress and the prime actor. Our beauty queen and mga kalyani. Okay, thank you very much guys. Thank you for coming. Paki-share lang po.
Yes.
Pakitag po si Roselo, si Aisa ako para sa mga article niya. Lobby, Joel, would like to invite
Yes po, sa November 13 po, showing po ang The Annulment. Ngayon pa lang po nagpapasalamat na ako sa inyo lahat dahil nandito po kayo ngayon. And thank you na rin po in advance kasi never niyo naman po kami binigo when it comes to helping us promote and showcase what Regal Entertainment has to offer.
Yes, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. At November 13 po on the Annulment of the Regal Films. Siyempre, it is directed by Direct Matt Alejandro, the great Arthur Alejandro. And thank you. Salamat.
Laura, si Laura muna bago si Direk.
Maraming salamat po. I know that lately it's been very traffic, and despite the traffic, you took the time to come here. So we really appreciate it. Thank you for helping promote this movie, and we wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Congratulations to Direk Lovey and Joanne. And maraming salamat po Direk and Regal for giving me a chance. So,
Direk?
Yeah, maraming salamat sa inyo. Salamat sa Regal, kay Mother, kay Rosel at kina Manny Valera at sa buong staff. I'd like to thank sincerely the actors in the movie, especially si Joanne at si Lobby for the trust. Hindi magagawa yung pelikula ng ganon kung wala yung tiwala nila. November 13, the annulment.
Thank you very much and congratulations and good luck sa ating sa annulment pati sa cast. Maraming salamat po and the table is ready. Okay.